stop for 1 second. What if your biggest problem is not the problem, but the thinking?
Yes, sometimes the real fight is not outside, it is inside your head.
And if you stay with us today, we will show you how to escape that mental trap in very simple steps.
Because overthinking can steal your sleep, your peace, your confidence, and even your joy.
But the good news is, you can beat it.
Welcome back to Smart English Official.
If you enjoy simple English conversations that help your life, please subscribe to Smart English Official, like this video, and leave a comment below.
And tell us in the comments, do you overthink at night, in the morning, or all day like a full-time employee?
Oh no, not the professional overthinker job.
Today, Lima and I will talk about how to overcome overthinking.
We will keep it very simple, very clear, and very useful.
And later in this conversation, we will share one small question that can stop overthinking very fast. So stay with us.
Let's begin.
Lima, what is overthinking?
Overthinking is when your mind keeps going round and round. You think too much about the past, too much about the future, and too much about what might happen.
Yes, it's like your brain opens 50 tabs at the same time.
Exactly. And then one tab starts playing music and you cannot find it.
That is so true. Overthinking is not deep wisdom. It often feels smart, but really it just makes us tired.
Very tired. When people overthink, they ask questions like, did I say the wrong thing? What if they're angry with me? What if I fail? What if I make a mistake? What if everybody is judging me?
And sometimes the brain becomes dramatic.
Very dramatic.
Like, your boss said, okay. And then your brain says, oh no, he wrote only 2 letters. My career is finished.
Yes, one short message can become a full movie in your head.
So here's the first important point. Overthinking is not problem solving.
That's powerful.
Some people think if I keep thinking, I will find peace, but usually they find more fear, more confusion, and more stress.
Because too much thinking doesn't always bring answers. Sometimes it only brings noise.
So how do we overcome it?
Step 1 is very simple. Notice it. Name it.
Explain that.
When overthinking starts, do not become one with it. Do not say, this is who I am. Instead say, I am overthinking right now.
So you give it a name.
Yes, naming it creates space. It helps you step back. You stop drowning in the thought and you start watching the thought.
That is so helpful because many people think my thoughts are facts.
But thoughts are not always facts.
Say that again.
Thoughts are not always facts.
Just because your mind says everybody hates me, it doesn't mean everybody hates you.
Maybe they're just busy. Maybe they're eating noodles. Maybe they're taking a nap.
Yes, not every late reply is a sign of disaster.
So when overthinking begins, say something like, I notice that I am overthinking. I notice fear in my mind. This is a thought, not a fact.
That line is strong. This is a thought, not a fact.
And here comes step 2. Ask, is this helpful?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Not every thought deserves a chair in your mind.
Wow.
Like, what if I embarrass myself in English class? Okay, maybe you make one mistake, but is repeating that fear for 3 hours helpful? No, it is like paying rent to fear.
Paying rent to fear, that is good.
Thank you. I made it while overthinking about snacks.
Very creative brain.
Step 3 is something many people forget. Come back to your body.
Because overthinking lives in the head.
Yes. When you are trapped in thoughts, you need to return to the present moment. The body can help.
How? Take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Simple, but powerful.
Or put your feet on the floor. Feel the ground. Relax your shoulders. Open your hands. Drink water. Wash your face. Walk for 5 minutes.
So we're telling the brain, hey, we're here, right now, not in the scary future.
Exactly. Overthinking loves imaginary problems. The body brings you back to real life.
That reminds me of something. When I overthink, I sit like a frozen chicken.
A frozen chicken.
Yes, no movement, just stress and blinking.
That image is amazing.
But when I stand up and walk, I feel better.
Because movement breaks mental loops.
Now, everyone listening, stay with us because the next point might be the one you need most.
Yes. Step 4 is very important. Set a time limit for thinking.
Wait, a time limit?
Yes, sometimes we think because we want control. So give your mind a safe space, but not an endless space.
Interesting.
Tell yourself, I will think about this for 10 minutes. Write down the problem, write possible solutions, then stop.
So instead of thinking all day, you think on purpose.
Exactly. Controlled thinking is useful. Uncontrolled thinking is exhausting.
That is a big difference.
If you do not set a limit, your brain may keep talking like an uncle at a wedding who found the microphone.
And he will not stop.
Never.
So if the problem is real, write it down, give it 10 minutes, then ask, what is one action I can take?
Perfect. Which brings us to step 5. Take one small action.
Ah, action, the thing overthinkers avoid while thinking about action.
Exactly. Overthinking often grows when action is missing.
Because action gives information.
Yes, if you're worried about an exam, study one page. If you're worried about a message, send a clear message. If you're worried about your health, make an appointment. If you're worried about your future, take one small step today.
One small action is better than 1,000 worried thoughts.
Because action creates movement, and movement creates confidence.
Many people wait to feel ready before they act.
But often you feel ready after you act.
That is so true.
And now here's the question we promised earlier, the one that can stop overthinking fast.
Yes, listen carefully.
Ask yourself, what can I control right now?
That question is powerful.
Because overthinking usually focuses on things we cannot control.
Other people's opinions.
Tomorrow's results.
The past.
Random disasters our brain creates at 2 a.m.
Yes, the famous 2 a.m. brain cinema.
But when you ask, what can I control right now? Everything becomes clearer.
Maybe you can control your breath,
Your next step,
your attitude,
your words,
Your bedtime.
and maybe not drinking coffee at midnight.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
Because I know your secrets.
Okay, fair.
Now, let's talk about something important. Overthinking is often connected to fear of making mistakes.
Yes, many people overthink because they want to be perfect.
But perfection is a trap.
Can you explain?
When you believe you must say everything perfectly, do everything perfectly, and never fail, your mind becomes afraid of every little step.
So you think more and do less.
Exactly. But growth does not come from perfection. Growth comes from practice.
And practice includes mistakes.
Of course, babies do not learn to walk by making one perfect step.
Imagine a baby saying, I need a better strategy before I stand up.
That baby would still be in a meeting with himself. So, we need to accept that mistakes are normal.
Yes, a simple sentence can help. I am allowed to be learning.
That is beautiful.
Say it again if you need it. I am allowed to be learning.
Not perfect, learning.
Not finished, growing.
Not fearless, brave enough.
And here is another strong tip. Do not fight every thought.
That sounds surprising.
Sometimes people try to force bad thoughts away, but the more they fight, the stronger the thoughts feel.
Like trying not to think about pink elephants.
Exactly. Suddenly, the elephant is dancing in your head.
With sunglasses.
And confidence.
So, what should we do instead?
Let the thought come and let it go. Notice it, but do not feed it.
Like a cloud passing in the sky.
Yes, you do not need to invite every cloud into your living room.
That is such a good picture.
A thought can come, but you do not have to sit down, make tea, and start a long friendship with it.
Very wise. Now let's talk about daily habits, because sometimes overthinking is not only about one problem, it's about a tired mind.
Yes, if you sleep badly, eat badly, and stress all day, your mind becomes louder.
That is why simple habits matter. Sleep enough, move your body, spend less time with endless negative content, take breaks from your phone.
Phones can be dangerous for overthinkers.
Very dangerous.
You open your phone to check one message, and 20 minutes later, you're comparing your life to 10 strangers, one millionaire cat, and a teenager on a beach in Italy.
Exactly. Then your brain says, "We are failing." So protect your peace.
Yes, your mind needs quiet sometimes.
And what about talking to someone?
That's step 6. Speak your thoughts out loud to a trusted person.
Because thoughts can sound huge inside the mind, but smaller outside.
Very true. When you say your fear out loud, sometimes you hear how unrealistic it sounds.
Like, I think everyone at the party noticed that I held my cup in a strange way.
Nobody started an investigation about your cup.
Good to know. Talking to a friend, a family member, or a counselor can help. You do not have to carry every thought alone.
And if you cannot talk to someone right away?
Write it down. Journaling helps a lot. Put the thought on paper. When it leaves your head, it often loses power.
So instead of spinning in circles, you put the thought somewhere.
Yes, the page can hold it for a while.
I like that.
Now, I want to say something important to everyone listening. If you overthink, it does not mean you are weak. It often means you care deeply.
That is important.
You care about your future, you care about people, you care about doing well. That caring is not bad.
But it needs balance.
Exactly. Caring without balance becomes fear. Thinking without balance becomes overthinking.
So the goal is not to stop thinking forever.
No, the goal is to think in a healthy way.
To think clearly, not endlessly.
Beautifully said.
Before we end, can we give everyone a quick reset plan?
Yes, here it is, very simple. When overthinking starts, first, notice it. Second, say, "This is a thought, not a fact." Third, breathe and come back to your body. Fourth, ask, "Is this helpful?" Fifth, ask, "What can I control right now?" And sixth, take one small action.
That is a strong plan.
And remember, small peace is still peace. Small progress is still progress.
You do not need to fix your whole life tonight.
Yes, please do not hold a midnight meeting with all your fears.
Office closed, come back tomorrow.
Exactly.
So, dear listeners, if you have been trapped in overthinking, we hope this conversation helped you.
Be patient with yourself
Be kind to your mind.
and take life one step at a time.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Smart English Official right now,
Like this video, share it with a friend who thinks too much,
which might be all of us.
and leave a comment below with this sentence: "I choose peace over pressure."
Yes, write it in the comments and make it your promise today.
And if you want more simple English conversations about confidence, stress, relationships, and personal growth,
Stay with Smart English Official,
your English can grow.
and your mind can heal.
Thanks for listening.
Take a deep breath,
Smile a little.
and remember,
You are stronger than your thoughts.
see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.